into a nice comfortable seat just at the front of your mat. So a comfortable seat for you is you can sit with your legs out in front, or you can sit with your legs crossed, just whatever's comfortable, just so you can have a couple of moments calm just at the start of this practice. And just close down your eyes. And just starting to deepen your breath a little bit. If everyone could just mute their mic as well, just be great. You're just going to bring your hands just to rest somewhere that's comfortable. So if you're sitting cross-legged, even just have your palms spinning up towards the sky. I'm just going to take a couple of big rolls with the shoulders, just trying to find some space for our neck, just opening up. Just starting to deepen our breath a little bit. Having your eyes closed or your gaze kind of soft. Just letting any thoughts that are coming into your head just drift out. Allowing yourself just to be present in this moment for a couple more breaths. And if you can, trying to bring your breath, so you're breathing deeply in through your nose, expanding all through your chest, feeling your lungs move, your ribs move, and then taking a deep exhale through the mouth. And people are more than welcome to set their own intention for the practice today. So whether your intention is just to find a bit of movement in your body, or try and find a distraction from maybe what's been a stressful week for you. Just making sure that you're really present here. And just if you have your eyes closed, just opening your eyes. We're just going to do some light neck stretches. Just going to bring our, now I probably am mirroring you, so maybe don't copy exactly what I'm doing. Dropping your right ear down to your right shoulder. Making sure your neck is nice and long, so make sure your shoulders are not by your ears. Really keep rolling those shoulders down your back. And then just rolling your chin along your chest and over to the left hand side.
All the way around the block. And then we heard it into the studio, sort of maybe 100 of us at a time.
Whoever's not on mute, could you mute yourself, please?
So they narrowed it down.
Rolling back over to the right hand side.
50.
Otherwise, I've got 4 pictures on.
Somebody's joined, but they're not on mute. If you could just mute yourself, please. And then rolling back over to our left hand side. And bringing our head back up to neutral. And then just taking your right hand and just placing it just on your left ear, and then dropping your right ear down to your right shoulder. Breathing into that space all along the left hand side of our neck. Then just using our right hand to prop our head back up to center, and then dropping this time over to our left hand side, placing our left hand onto our ear. Just letting the weight of your hand just really stretch all along the right side of your neck. And again, using your hand just to prop you back up to center. And then we're just going to do, just turning our head from side to side. Getting a bit of movement into our neck. And then nodding our head back and forth. Try not to throw your head too far back. Keeping nice stability all through your neck. And then bringing it through the center. And then just clasping your hands together so your fingers are kind of intertwined. And we're just going to do a couple of circles. So just doing them one direction and then doing it another direction. When I do this, my wrists tend to click a lot, especially if you work at a desk. Your wrists might be like, what are you doing to me? So don't be worried if your wrist is clicking. And then keeping your fingers twined, we're just going to do a couple of waves. I know that Emily has joined the conversation, and she and I did gymnastics together, so these waves are pretty much second nature for us. And then just bringing your right hand out in front and flexing your fingers, and just with your left hand, just lightly pulling those fingers back towards you. And then just to change up the stretch slightly, just pointing your fingers towards the ground and then pulling it back. And you'll just feel a different stretch all up the inner seam of your arm. And then just shaking that off, and left hand out in front, so fingertips towards the ceiling, pulling them just gently towards your face. You don't have to forcefully pull them back, just let the weight of that right hand stretch into your wrist. And then flipping your hands, your fingers facing the floor, and same again. And then just shaking everything out. If you're sitting with your ankles crossed, we're just going to roll over our ankles, and you're just going to come into an all-four shape. So you're directly underneath your hips, and your wrists directly underneath your shoulders. Having a slight tuck in with the low tummy. We're just going to do some cat-cows to waken up the back. So on an inhale, rolling your chest open, letting your belly button drop down to the ground. On an exhale, energetically pushing that floor away, softening up between the shoulder blades. Inhale to round forward, scooping that chest. Exhale, pushing the ground away, tucking your tailbone under. Inhale back into your cat. Exhale, pushing that ground away. Really pushing with your knees, your hands, the tops of your feet. And really feel that stretch all along your back body. And then coming through back to a neutral spine. So even though we're neutral, you're still feeling that nice strength through your shoulders, from the top of your back, and your core is nice and engaged. And inhale, you're going to sweep that right arm up to the side. And then on your exhale, you're going to leave that right hand behind your left wrist. And you're going to come to lie on the mat. So bringing your right temple down to the mat. All of your right arm is on the mat. And you can place your left hand far in front of your face. Stretching into the back of our right lung. Keeping your hips nice and high. And keeping that lovely breath we had at the start of the class just with us. One more deep inhale, and exhale, just unwinding out of that shape. On the other side, so stretching your left heart open to the left hand side, and then weaving your left wrist behind your right wrist, bringing your left arm onto the ground, left temple onto the ground, and then with this right hand, you can just reach it in front. So you're getting a nice stretch in your right shoulder and behind your left arm. And then bringing your hand back to center. Just coming back to neutral. And then we're just going to come into a child's pose. So bringing your knees mat distance, and your big toes are going to come together to touch. Your legs are like in a triangle. And then just walking your hands forward, letting those hips sink down to your heels and coming into the child's pose. Resting your head on the mat. Just taking this final few moments at the start of class just to tap into that breath and really think about why you're practicing this morning. Your nice inhale, just walking your hands slightly over to the right hand side and then settling back down. We're starting to work into our left side body here. You're creating more space for the breath, so your breath is able to deepen. Then walking your hands this time over to the right hand side. So your left hand's probably gone off your mat here, that's absolutely fine. Then exhaling, settling back into your side stretch, this time on the right hand side. So you'll feel deep in your breath, that space, the skin all around your ribs, you'll feel that stretch out. And then inhale, coming through the center. Just coming back onto your all fours and then standing up and just walking to the front of your mat. You're just going to come into a forward fold. So your feet are going to be hip width distance apart. Nice generous bend in your legs. Holding your chest over your quads here. Into a nice fold. So starting to waken up the backs of our legs a little bit here. You're going to place your left hand just directly below your face. You're going to peel your heart open to the right hand side into a twisted forward fold. So get a nice deep bend in your left knee and your right leg will be nice and straight. Energetically pushing that ground away and reaching all the way out to your right hand. So nice wide fingers here. Your next exhale, just swapping it up. So right hand directly under your face, opening your heart over to the left hand side. This time, deep bend in your right leg. Your left leg will straighten slightly. And again, reaching out to that left hand. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Exhale, coming through to your forward fold. We're just going to ragdoll up. So just slowly pushing from the point up. You're just going to stack each vertebrae, one on top of the other, big curve in your back. Coming up to standing. When you get to standing, just reaching your arms up overhead. Feeling the ground from the ground all the way up through your body. And exhale, hands through the heart center. Inhale to reach those arms up. And keeping your hips pointing directly in front, you're just going to turn your torso over to the right hand side. So right arm's going to go behind, the left arm's going to go in front. And inhale through the center. And exhale, twisting out towards the left, right hand in front, left arm behind. Keeping those hips facing forward. Rounding down to the feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale up, just doing a little flow here. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale up, tailbone nice and tucked. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up and exhale over to the left. And inhale up, and on your exhale, just coming back to your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, so hands placed on your legs, shoulders in line with your ears, and rolling your shoulders back so you have a nice flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Placing your hands onto your mat, you're going to step back and coming into your plank position. So hands shoulder width apart, launching out your feet, so keep nice active legs here. Pushing the ground away, puffing up the space between your shoulder blades, just so we're doing our cat cows. Then dropping to your knees. Inhale, just shifting your weight over your wrist. Exhale, keeping those elbows in nice and tight. You're going to lower all the way down to the mat. Untucking your toes. Imagining there's a marble underneath your nose. You're just going to roll your chin forward, opening your chest, squeezing those elbows in into your cobra. Exhale to come back down. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So inhale to scoop that chin in the chest forward, shoulder blades down your back, and exhale. Come out a bit. Inhale, rolling up, grinding down to your legs, pushing into the top of your feet. Exhale to come down. Then bending your right leg, and then just placing your left hand just in front, and then with your right hand, just reaching back and grabbing that foot. If your foot isn't there, that's okay. Just think about that action of reaching back. If you've got your foot, I want you to think about your foot kicking into your hand and your hand pulling your foot back. So we've got a nice active stretch here, so opening all along our right chest. And slowly releasing, don't let that foot ping back, and then swapping up to the other side. So using your hamstring to bend that left knee, and then your left heel in towards your bum, and then reaching that left hand towards your left foot. And if it can grab it, just holding onto the inside edge of that foot, the big toe side, and pushing and pulling your hand back. And exhale to release. And we're just going to come into a Sphinx pose. So your elbows will be directly underneath your shoulders. You can widen your feet if you want. We're just going to come into a Sphinx pose. So chest up nice and tall. Just our neck rolls at the start. We're just going to do some rolls all along the front of our chest. And then back the other way. Keeping our neck nice and long. Making sure those shoulders don't come up towards it. Coming back through the side. And placing our hands back underneath our shoulders. We're going to push up to all fours here. And then just to come into our downward facing dog, you're just going to tuck your toes when you're in your all fours. We're going to pop up that space between our back, picking up our knees, bending our bum towards our feet, and then straightening our legs, coming into our downward facing dog. You're welcome here to just pedal out your feet, take whichever movements you need to do, just to really settle into this posture. The first down dog of the practice, you generally need a little bit more movement for the first one. Your next inhale, you're just going to look to the front of the mat, and then just tippy-toeing, taking tiny, tiny steps, and moving your feet towards your hand, pushing the ground away, hips up nice and high, and then coming to your forward fold. Inhale, you're going to reach your arms up. Then exhale, we're going to come into a chair pose. So you're going to send your hips back behind you, and then sinking your hips down into your chair pose. Tailbone tucked under. You should still be able to see your toes and arms, either biceps in line with your ears, or you can bring your hands to heart center. My shoulders width coming circular here. Taking some deep breaths, actively squeezing those glutes in. Then we're just going to twist it up. So bringing your right hand to your right hip, left hand to the outside of your right knee. We're just going to turn to the right side. It's a nice twisted seat. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale up halfway lift, nice flat back. And exhale, placing your hands onto the mat, stepping your right foot back behind you, and placing your right knee on the mat, coming into a low lunge. If you want to pad up your right knee here with a blanket, you can. We're going to finish our low lunge. So left knee directly above your left ankle, feeling a nice stretch all along that right hip. Think about scissoring your legs, so left knee back, right hip forward. Then bringing our right hand nice and wide off the mat, opening our heart over to the left hand side into a low lunge twist. Keep thinking about the direction you want your hip to be in, so we're going to try and get as center as we can. And then coming back up to our low lunge, just bringing your hands to the mat, framing your front foot. We're just going to shift our weight all the way back. So you're going to come to sit on your right foot. Your left toes are going to face directly up to the ceiling. Taking an inhale here to really lengthen through your spine, and exhale just to lightly fold over that left leg. Really getting into those hamstrings, making sure when you're in poses like this, it can be quite challenging, that you're not holding on to any tension anywhere else in your body. So loosening off your face, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. And then walking your hands forward again, just tucking your back toes under, lifting up your back legs. Your back legs nice and straight. We're in a runner's lunge here. And inhale, reaching up into a high crescent lunge. Back leg straight, left leg nice and bent. Now we're just going to come into a side bend, so you can either put your hands on your hips for a bit more stability, or reach your hands overhead. Inhale to find length, and exhale, we're just going to lean slightly over to the right. Keep squeezing those hips in to keep your balance, pushing right to that back heel. And inhale through the center, and then exhaling over towards the left hand side, just feeling a nice stretch all along the inner seam of our right leg. And inhale through the center, pushing into that front leg so we're nice and straight. You're going to turn all 10 toes over to the right hand side. We're almost in like a star shape. And with your toes, just bringing your toes slightly inward here. We're just going to clasp our fingers, so just like we did at the start, clasping your fingers together on our low back. Inhale to roll those shoulders away from our ears. Exhale, we're going to forward fold here, sending our knuckles away from the body. Thinking about sending our weight more into the balls of our feet than into our heels. Keep pushing our knuckles away so our chest is nice and open. Breathing into the backs of our legs. And then releasing your hands down. Just coming into a halfway lift here. And exhale, walking your hands to the front of the mat. We're going to come back into that runner's lunge position. And then bringing that left foot back to meet your right foot into your plank. We're going to hold our plank here for a couple of breaths, really pushing out through those heels, away, bringing your tailbone towards your sternum. One final breath. And inhale your shoulders over your wrists, dropping your knees down to the mat where you can keep them up, and then lowering all the way down to the mat on your exhale. Inhale into your cobra. And exhale, pushing back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to the top of your mat and just taking these tiny, tiny steps again, walking to the top of your mat. Keeping your hips up nice and high, pushing that ground away. Exhale, sinking into your forward fold. Inhale, we're going to sweep our arms all the way up. Exhale, dropping our hips back and down, coming back into that chair. Bring our left hand to our left hip. Right hand to the outside of our left knee. Inhale to find some length in our spine. Exhale, just twisting out towards the left. Make sure that right knee isn't creeping forward. Inhale, coming back through, sweeping your arms up for one big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands on your mat, stepping your left foot back this time, dropping onto your left knee, rising your arms up into a low lunge with your right leg out in front. Same action with your legs, right knee back, left hip forward. Placing our left hand off the mat, feeling our heart open to the right hand side into a low twisted lunge. Then bringing our hands down to the mat, framing your front foot, just shifting our weight back, coming into our seated half split. So sitting on your left foot, right toes facing towards the sky. Inhale here, making your spine nice and long. And exhale, just folding over that right foot. And just like before, making sure you're not holding tension in this pose. Just breathing into wherever you're feeling this. Rebending that front foot. Tucking your toes and straightening your back leg, coming back into that runner's lunge, but on the other side. And inhale, sweeping your arms up, coming into a high lunge. And again, if you want to have a bit more balance, you can place your hands on your hips so you can keep your arms above you. Inhale to reach up and exhale, just leaning slightly over to the right hand side. Really stretching into your left hip. And inhale through the center and exhale, stretching out to your left hand side. Breathe into our right side body. And inhale through the center. Straightening our front leg and turning all 10 toes this time over to the left hand side. Sorry, Robin, I'm flipping my butt on. Turning our toes, so our toes are just facing in slightly. Again, just binding. If the bind with the hands is too much, welcome to just grab opposite elbows. On inhale, rolling those shoulders down your back. On exhale, folding over into your wide-legged forward fold. And you're more than welcome to widen your stance here. So if your feet need to go wider in order for you to feel this stretch or bring them closer together, you can. Exhale, just releasing your hands back down to the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, then exhale, turning all 10 toes, coming back into that runner's lunge with the right leg in front. Placing your hands down on the mat. Exhale, getting back into your plank and just going through a quick flow. So inhale, shoulders over your wrist. Exhale, lowering. You can lower it halfway if you want, if you want to finish your up dog. Then exhale into your downward facing dog. Just stay in your downward facing dog for a couple of breaths here. If you want to come into your child's pose, you're welcome to. We're just going to challenge your balance a little bit here. So we're just going to pop up just onto our right fingertips. Really grounding down to your feet. And if you've got that, just going to pick up your right hand and just reach back so you kind of grab anywhere on your left leg. Just twisting your downward dog up a little bit. And then you'll turn your gaze just underneath your left arm. And then going back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring your left foot forward, stepping your left foot in between your hands, turning your back foot to 90 degrees, rising up into your warrior two. So deep bend in the front foot, knee directly over your ankle, nice straight leg with the back leg. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand down your right leg, reversing your warrior. Inhale, coming through to side angle, so left forearm to left leg. And we're just going to challenge your core a little bit. So you can stay with your side angle or you can lift both arms up and just imagine you're holding on to a massive disco ball in between your hands. Bringing that forearm back down to your leg, rising back to warrior two, pushing into your front leg just so it straightens. And then imagine someone's pulling you forward, sending your left hip back, and coming into your Chittick-Sinclair. So your feet position is exactly the same as your front leg is nice and straight. You're opening your chest out towards the right. And then rising up, keeping those legs straight, turning all 10 toes to the right hand side. Inhale to find length and exhale. We're going to fold into our wide leg forward fold. This time, though, you're going to walk your hands a little bit further out. Your top half of your body is almost going to be like in a downward dog shape. Shoulders in line with your ears. You can turn your head slightly out to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Stretching into our upper back. And walking your hands back so directly underneath your shoulders. Placing your hands on your hips so that your back is nice and flat, and then lifting from the core, rising all the way up. And you're going to spin the balls of your feet. So this time your heels are going to come in down and your toes are going to face out. Inhale to reach up, and exhale, we're going to come into a goddess squat. So you're just squatting down Ooh. Sometimes even we fall over. And just bringing your hands to heart center. Keeping that tailbone tucked under. And some nice deep breaths into our squat. Even pushing those knees out. Inhale, coming back up. Turning all 10 toes to face the front of the mat. Coming back into a high crescent lunge. The left knees in front, right legs behind. Then bringing your right hand wide off the mat. You're welcome to drop down onto that back knee if you want, or lifted, sorry. Doing an open high crescent lunge. Bringing your hands back up into your high crescent lunge. Arms overhead. Either bringing your right hand to the outside of your right knee, left hand to your hip, and twisting that way, or if it's in your practice, you can bring your hands to heart center, reaching over your chest, turning to the left and hooking your elbow just onto your left knee, so right elbow to left knee. Pulling your tummy in and up, find space. But this is where I'm going to be a little bit mean. So we're going to go from this position here, which is our twisted high crescent lunge, into our twisted chair. So you can hop into it as many times as you need. You can shift your weight slightly into that left leg, picking up that right leg and coming to your twisted chair at the front of your mat. And that's the reason why no one has their camera on. Keep pulling that tummy up. And then exhale, get out of it, forward fold. Give your legs a little wiggle. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat, stepping back to your plank. Keeping your knees lifted if you want. Shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, lowering down halfway or all the way down to the mat. Inhale into your cobra or your up dog. Back choice. Into your downward facing. Staying here for a couple of breaths. This is your rest, so if you want to come into practice again, you're welcome to. Just tenting up this time on your left hand. You're going to come into that twisted downward dog again. So if you'd rather just stay in your down dog or child's pose, you're welcome to. If you want to come with me, you're more than welcome to. So tenting up your left hand, then reaching that left hand just to grab somewhere in your right leg. And twisting out towards the right hand side. You're kind of peeking under your right armpit. And then coming back through to your downward facing dog. If you're in child's pose, please come up to your downward facing dog. Inhale, sweeping that right leg up behind you. Exhale, bringing that right knee into your chest, keeping it as close to your chest as you can before you place it in between your hands. Backwards, and turn to 90. Rising up to your warrior two. So your right heel and your left heel, or your right heel and your left arm should be in a line. Deep bend into that front leg. I'm pushing into the pinky toe edge of your left foot as much as you're pushing into your right foot. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Reaching behind, left hand on your left leg. Breathing into that right side body. Inhaling back through the center, placing that right arm onto your knee, reaching your hands overhead into your side angle, keeping that hip nice and tucked underneath you. Nice strong leg. Then if you want to come with me, just reaching that hands up and again, energetically holding that beach ball or mirror ball in between your hands. And then coming back up into your warrior two. Pushing into your front leg to straighten. Right hip goes back. Reaching forward. Come into your Trikonasana. Nice stretch all along the inner seam of your right foot. Keep pushing down through that toe edge of your left foot. Chest nice and open. You want to keep your right side body nice and long in this. And inhaling back up. Keeping that leg nice and straight. Oh, turning your toes to the left this time. Inhale to rise up and exhale, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. And walking your hands out in front of your face and coming into your downward facing dog arms again. We're getting into the top of our back. And walking your hands back just so they're directly underneath your shoulders, underneath your face. Placing your hands onto your hips and slowly rising up. Spinning on the balls of your feet, so this time your heels are in and your toes are out. Inhale to rise up. And exhale, coming into your goddess squat. So hands just at heart center, pushing your knees out. And just thinking about sending your bum down. If your goddess squat is literally just coming down a couple of inches, that's absolutely fine. Keeping that tummy tucked, tailbone under. Taking one final deep breath in, and exhale, let it sigh. Then going back, stand up, turning all 10 toes to the front. On the ball of your back foot, deep bend, coming into your high crescent lunge with your right foot in front this time. Placing your left hand off wide, opening your heart to the right hand side, keeping that right hip squeezing in. Everything hugging towards the midline. Reaching energetically with those right fingers. And inhale, coming back up to your high crescent lunge. And twisting out. So again, you can do your twist with your hand on your hip and your hands on the outside of your feet, or hands to heart center, reaching forward, hooking your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Keep squeezing into your balance. And if you want to come with me, you're more than welcome to, or you can take as many steps as you want. Just shifting the weight into the right foot a little bit, and then picking up your left foot, coming into your twisted chair onto your mat. Just because we started a little bit late, just tonight, we'll be finishing at about 10 past 12, so just to make you aware of that in case you have any other plans, or like me, you're probably doing something like that. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale back to your plank or back downward facing dog. Little Vinyasa flow. So I'm going to go plank. Inhale, shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, lowering all the way down to the mat. Untucking your toes. Exhale. Pushing back to your downward facing dog. Staying here for a couple of breaths. I'm going to use child's pose if you wish. If you want to just sigh out any exhales, you can. And if you're in child's, back up to your downward facing dog. Your next inhale, sweeping that left leg up behind you. Exhale, bringing that left knee in towards that left foot in between your hands. This time, into a warrior one. So your feet are going to be in train tracks this time. Your back foot, your big toe is going to point to 2 o'clock. Inhale to reach up. Little trick for warrior one. Inhale, reach up, both legs straight, push out through both feet, and then bend that front foot. And your chest is going to face forward. Your chest is directly over your left leg. And keeping that solid grounding with your leg, just bringing your hands to the inside of that left foot, and then walking your hands kind of the same angle as your back foot. We're going to come into our downward dog arms in our warrior. If your legs are feeling this too much, you're more than welcome to come into a low lunge. And then lifting your gaze and walking your hands back to the inside of that left foot. And you're just going to heel toe that left foot just so that it's on the edge of your mat. Spinning on your back foot so you're on the ball of that back foot. We're coming into a lizard variation. So you can stay, so your left big toe should be facing my 10 o'clock here, and your right big toe is facing the very front of your mat. You can stay here, or if this is too much, you can drop to your back knee, or if you want to increase your lizard stretch, you can come down to your forearm. Just stay for a couple of breaths here, really getting into your hips. You can down to your forearms, coming back onto your hands. If your knee is still lifted, just drop down to your knee. We're just going to come into a wide, twisted lunge here. So right hand nice and wide and opening up towards the left. If you want to just increase the stretch in your left leg, you can roll on that sticky side edge of your left foot. So the sole of your left foot comes up, your knee drops out to the left hand side. And then here, or you can come into an open twist. So using your hamstrings, your right leg, just bending your right foot in towards your bum, and then you can reach that left arm behind you. And you can catch your foot. Just like the start, you've got your foot, kicking your foot in and pulling your foot in with your arms, so it's an active stretch. If you're going on mute, guys, if you can go on mute, please. That's great. Somebody's being very noisy. I feel like a teacher. If you could just make sure you're muted, please, thanks. There we go, that's better. Sorry, it's actually not quite well. And then coming out, I'm just going to come into our low lunge, just walking that left foot back in so that it's in line with your left hip, and then just coming into some half splits here, so shifting your weight back, lifting your big toe of your left foot up towards the sky. Your right hip's going to be directly on top of your right knee here. Inhale up and just folding over that left foot, coming into your half splits. Then walking your hands forward, just coming into your low lunge. Inhaling your low lunge for one big breath. Exhale, facing your hands onto the mat, stepping back into your plank. You can keep that left leg lifted if you want. Shoulders over your wrist, exhale, lowering all the way down to your mat or halfway. Coming into your cobra, your up dog in your inhale. Back to your downward facing dog in your exhale. Again, exhaling over the side. Just doing whatever your body feels it needs. Inhale, sweeping your right leg up behind you. Exhale, bringing that right knee in towards your chest, keeping it as close to your chest as you can, and then placing it in between your hands. Back foot's going to come to 45. Feet on train tracks, rising up, coming into your warrior one. On the other side, so deep bend into that right knee. Again, if you want to do the adjustment we did, so both legs are going to be straight, pushing really solidly into your foundations, and then bending that right knee. Right hip back, left hip forward. Your hips will never fully square off, but that's kind of the movement you want to make. And then bringing your hands to the inside edge of that right foot, and then turning your hands up the same direction as your back toes, so towards 10 o'clock, and coming into your warrior one with downward facing dog arms. Setting deep breath, keeping that right hip tucked under, so if you feel like your right glutes are opening out and playing out to the side, tuck them under. Your next inhale, walking your hands back to the inside edge of your right foot, and then heel toeing your right foot so it's on the edge of your mat. This time your right big toe is going to point to 2 o'clock. Back foot is going to pop up onto your ball of your foot. We're going to come into lizard. So either stay in this position, or you can drop to your knee, or you can bring your forearms down to the ground. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. So even if you want to go that little bit extra, we won't be staying here too long. And then if you're lifted your back knee, just dropping that down. Placing your left hand wide off the mat and opening up into a wide twisted low lunge. And again, if you want to roll, want to increase the stretch in your hips, you can roll onto the pinky side edge of your right knee, let that right knee drop out a little bit. And again, using your hamstrings, you can bend your left knee to bring your heel in towards your bum, and then reach that right hand back and grab that foot. You can't reach your foot, again, just that energetic motion of reaching behind you to open up through your chest. And if you have your foot, just keep kicking that foot into your hand. And sending your breath to whichever part of your body is feeling this, maybe your left hip. And exhale, coming out of that and coming into your low lunge, so walking that right foot back to kind of center of the mat. And then coming into our half split. So just shifting your weight back and then scooting that right foot just forward slightly if you need to. Left hip is directly above the left knee. Right toes towards the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale, just folding over that, your right leg. Sending your breath to the back of that right leg into your hamstrings. And exhale, re-bending into that leg, just coming into your low lunge for a big breath. And exhale, placing your hands onto the mat, bringing that back knee back, and we're just gonna, everyone come into child's pose. So your hands can either be in front, or if you feel you want to give your shoulders a bit of a rest, you can reach your hands behind you. Let those hips sink down towards your heels. Just letting your body melt into the mat. And taking some deep breaths, you're bringing your breath back to a natural rhythm if it's increased slightly with the practice. And walking your hands back, we're just going to come into our all fours shape again. Keeping those hips directly above your knees, and then just pulling your hands forward, coming into a melting heart pose. You need to make your hands super wide for this, that's absolutely fine, just to create space for your shoulders. So bringing your forehead down towards the mat, and keeping your hips nice and high. So it's just like a child's pose, but our hips are up nice and high above our knees. We're coming to the part of the practice where we just start to really slow things down. Do more static, passive postures. And then pulling your hands back, that you're on your all fours. I'm just going to turn slightly just so you can see me. And then sinking your hips down, just so you're sitting on your feet. For some reason I call this sitting on your honkers. I don't know if that's an actual expression, but sure, we'll just call it that. Bringing your left hand just the outside of your, this is my right thigh here. And your right hand can just come across the small of your back. You can kind of see it on the left hand side. Inhale to find some length and exhale. We're just going to twist slightly out the right hand side. Keeping that length through your spine, keeping those shoulders away from your ears. So we're just creating loads of space through our whole body during that practice. Even in this end stage, when we're starting to slow things down, we want to keep that open and keep that space we've created with us. Pulling that low tummy in. Every exhale, just twisting slightly more out to the right. Make sure you're not throwing your head back. Head should be in line with your back and your spine. And inhale through the center. Bringing your right hand this time to the outside edge. And again, you can place your left hand either on your hip, or if you wanted to bring your left hand over the small of your back so it kind of peeks out the right hand side, you can. Inhale to really reach up as if someone's pulling the crown of your head, and exhale, twisting out to the left hand side. Letting go of any tension in your face. Just letting your breath kind of return to a normal pattern. And inhale through to center. You're just gonna, we're obviously all on our knees, just shifting so that you're on your bum. So we're gonna come into, it's called deer pose or 90-degree pose. So you might want to watch this because it's a bit awkward. So with your right leg, you're just gonna bring your right knee, so it's directly in line with your right hip, and your leg is going to go out directly at a 90-degree angle. So as you look at your legs, they should be like this. Your left leg is going to come behind you, so your left knee is going to be in line with your left hip. So as you look at your legs, it's almost like Isle of Man legs. The feet are nice and active here. If this is too much for your left hip, you're welcome, just close that gap. So bring that left knee in towards your right heel. We're going to inhale here, and then we're just going to exhale. We're just going to twist slightly out to the right hand side just to start. Again, if this is too much, you're welcome to just bring both knees just on top of one another, or bring that left knee in closer to that right ankle. And exhale to come out, then we're just going to fold over that right leg. So you should feel a stretch in your left hip, but also in your right glute here. If you're not feeling those stretches, just maybe do make some slight movements with your legs. And inhale, coming back through. And then we're just going to swap it up. We're going to do it the other way. So our left knee is going to come directly in front of our left hip. Left foot's going to be active. Our right knee is going to come directly out from our right hip. And as you look at your legs, it should be like 2 90-degree angles. Feet nice and active here. Again, if it's too much, bring your right knee in towards your left heel. You can place your right leg on top of your left. Inhale here and exhale. We're just going to twist slightly out to the left hand side just to really open up that right hip. And then come through the center, and then just folding over that left leg. This time feeling a nice stretch all along our left glutes. And inhale, just walking yourself back up. Just placing your legs just in front of you. We're just going to windshield wipe our legs just to either side, just to kind of release that. And just hugging your knees in towards your chest. Just going to roll back down to the mat. And just maybe holding onto your knees, just doing some little circles with your knees so that you're massaging out your lower back and then changing direction. A little self-massage. Then placing your left foot onto the mat, you're going to reach your right foot up to the sky, flexing your toes, and then bending your knees so that your right knee is going to come in towards your right armpit, and then either grabbing behind your right quad, or you can reach grabbing onto the sole of your foot, just coming into half happy baby. If you want, you can keep that left foot planted, or you can straighten your left leg, or just like we did in our twisted low lunge, coming up the knife edge of your left foot, just letting that left knee knock out to the left hand side. So our right hip's getting an opening, our left hip's getting an opening. But if you want to just stay with your left foot planted, you can. Think about sending that tailbone down and not letting your right arm pull your right leg down. It's just more the weight of your arm. Another couple breaths before we move on to the other side. And exhale just to release, and then just swapping it up. So left leg's going to flexing those toes straight up towards the sky, left knee in towards your shoulder, and then grabbing either behind your left thigh or the inner or outer edge of your foot. When we say inner or outer edge, it either means you're grabbing on your pinky toe side or you're grabbing onto your big toe side. The only difference is big toe side can close off the shoulder joint, meanwhile the little toe side opens up the shoulder joint. So if you grab hold baby toe side, basically it opens up your chest a bit more. And again, just with those leg variations, so foot planted, legs straight, or just opening your right knee out to the right hand side, coming onto the pinky side edge of your right foot. And then release. And then just bringing both legs up towards the sky, and then just doing your full happy baby. So both knees down towards your shoulders, grabbing hold of your feet or behind your thighs, and coming into your full expression of the posture. Now, what do you think about extending that tailbone down? So feel like you're rocking back in yourself, pushing your lower back really down and towards the mat. And then gently releasing that posture down. Then you're going to cross your right leg over your left leg. So just like you're sitting at a dinner table, shifting your hips over to the left slightly, and then letting both knees fall over to the right hand side. If this is too much, you're welcome to cross your legs and just keep your knees together. And just coming into a nice supine twist. So if there's space, you can open your arms out wide or put your hands into kind of a cactus shape. Just let your gaze drop over to your left hand side if that's comfortable for your neck. Just making sure your shoulders, think about where your shoulders are in relation to your ears. Are they up close? Letting your shoulder blades really settle down onto the mat. Just doing one final twist on this side. And your next inhale, using your tummy muscles just to bring your knees back up to center. Then same on the other side, to crossing that left leg over your right leg, as if you're sitting at a desk. Scooting your hips over to the right hand side, dropping your hips over towards the left. Again, if that twist is too much, you can just have your knees together and then shift over. Dropping your gaze over to the right. And I encourage you here just to really start to go into that nice meditative state that we had at the start of class. Letting your body really relax and be present with yourself and be present with your breath. And uncrossing your legs and coming back through the center. And if you have a blanket nearby, you're welcome to put your blanket just across yourself, just for your Shavasana. So opening your feet nice and wide and just coming into a nice corpse position. So creating loads of space for your hips, creating loads of space for your arms, and closing down your eyes and coming to rest in your Shavasana. I'm just going to put on some nice background music just to really help you relax into this pose. You want to even take one final big deep breath in, and on your exhale, just let your body sink down into your Shavasana. Then slowly just bringing some movements back into your body. So maybe wiggling your fingers or moving your head from side to side. Giving your wrists a bit of a roll and rolling out your ankles. And if you have the space, maybe doing a full body stretch. So reaching those hands slowly overhead and reaching from your fingers all the way out to your toes. And slowly just bringing your knees in towards your chest and just rolling over into a fetal position on the side of your mat. Just taking another couple of breaths here just before we come back into the real world. And then just coming to sit at the top of your mat. I just want you to close down your eyes, and there's currently 15 of us who have participated in this practice. I think there were some more, but they've already dropped off. But I think there's maybe at one point 19 of us. So there's 19 people that, even though we can't necessarily sit with each other at the minute, it's 19 people that have all come together and have all practiced today. Just bringing your hands just into, so your palms are together, and placing your thumb just in between your forehead and just bowing forward and just saying thank you to everyone. Thank you very much. I'm just going to unmute you all if anybody wants to talk.
Thank you, Jane. That was so nice.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you could hear me. I hope people weren't too loud on the other chat. I've realized I do actually have the ability to mute everyone. So next time I'll just do that maybe. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed the practice. There was interest in it, so I'll maybe do it again, or I'll maybe do it or something. But I just advise that maybe I'll probably put a post up, for those of you who live locally, I'll put a post up in the Sholins group, and put a post up on my Instagram as well. If anyone doesn't follow me on Instagram, it's just Jane Chittick Yoga. I'll put posts up there. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you all keep sane in this weird world that we're living in right now. And I'm sure I'll catch you all soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.